What's going on, guys? It's Asthmatic here, and I want to give you guys a little review of just kind of everything that I want to go over now that the Division Alpha and both betas are over. So, we don't have any more time to play this game until launch, which, crappy as that might sound, is vastly outweighed by the fact that launch is only 2 weeks away. March 8th is coming up very quickly. The open beta was, in my opinion, a lot more fun experience than the closed beta, primarily because of there being more NPCs in the Dark Zone, because you actually had more stuff to do, and you found yourself getting surprised by guys. Like, you'd turn the corner and be like, oh, hey, there's a group of guys. Like, all right, now we're in combat, which was a lot of fun. That also paired with the fact that there was another story mission available in the tech tree. It was a lot of fun to get to fight the cleaners, and that mission was kind of difficult as well, so that was a lot of fun. And we had more people to play with, more players actually logging on. The number of people logging on did top 6.4 million, which was super awesome. It was my first opportunity to get to play the Division in a group of 4 in the Dark Zone, which completely changes the way you play in the Dark Zone. So if you guys didn't get a chance to do that in the beta, that's the first thing that I recommend you do as soon as the full game comes out, is get your friends together, get in a group of 4, and go through the Dark Zone and destroy, because when you're alone, you feel a little bit helpless and like, you know, you're going to get destroyed because as soon as you get gear, you just become a target. But when you've got a group of 4 and you've got some power and everyone has their roles and you really work together well, playing in the Dark Zone becomes a lot more fun. So I had a ton of fun in the beta again. I got a chance to play with Captain Zazma. We recorded that, and it's over on his channel. You can find his channel by going to searching on YouTube for Captain Zazma, or if you go to my channel's homepage on the right side, I've got a pane for Xbox community leaders, and he is in there. So for everyone who has played the alpha or either of the closed betas, or excuse me, either of the betas, closed or open, up to this point, there are some rewards, and they have been confirmed courtesy of the Division Zone, who you can find over on Twitter at The Division Zone. So all 3 of these, wow, voice crack, all 3 of these rewards are part of the New York Shortbow's appearance gear set. For the alpha, we've got the weapon skin. For the closed beta, for everyone who participated in that, you're going to be receiving a sports cap. And for everyone who was in the open beta, there's going to be a sports jacket. And all of these being in the same set, they're all sort of the same design and color scheme, which is like a teal and red and white, if I remember correctly. Now, all 3 of these items are going to be available through the rewards vendor, who you're going to find on the ground floor of your base of operations near the back wall. I'm sure you guys stumbled across him. He was the guy in the betas who had the Dark Zone keys every day, and you could go and get like a refill on water bottles and all that kind of stuff. So that guy is going to be a big player in the full game as well. Another point I want to share is something that Eric's brought up over on Twitter. Now, Eric's is, I got to give him a big shout out, over on Twitter at AREKKZ. Sorry, he spells his name a little differently, so I want to make sure I spelled it out. He's one of the coolest and most informative Division community leaders, and he pointed out that the alpha and both betas started at level 4. So we haven't played the beginning of the game yet. We've seen this little intro right when you first get set loose in New York, but we haven't played the, levels 1 through 3 area or whatever, however that's going to work. So if we remember, these section started out in the helicopter, and we had that whole scene where Faye just got injured, and she talks about like an explosion that took out the commander, and that whole scene really has a feel of, escape, like you're just leaving this big battle, which we obviously didn't get to play. So that's sort of what I'm thinking the intro tutorial section of the game is going to be after that comes out. So that's what we'll be seeing on the 8th. And I think that's really what I've got right here. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing another final Division preview video next week, which will be the week before the game comes out, where I'm just going to be covering everything you really need to know, all the information you need before the full game comes out. So thank you guys very much for tuning in to everything so far. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the alpha and the beta so far, and I'll be seeing you guys next week with the final preview. Have a good one.